The following is an archive post from the Midnight Run, a now-deleted blog run by media archivist Joshua Bottrill in June 2008. The blog was deleted 1 month after this post was made public. Saturday, October 22nd, 2011, posted at 5:17 p.m. As you know, if you're familiar with my blog that is, I primarily read about various types of televised media, including broadcast signal intrusions. Out of all the broadcast hijackings I covered here, this is the worst one by a fucking long shot, and Jesus Christ do I wish I never knew about it. In 2001, Nickelodeon signals suffered intrusions from a third party. 3 unauthorized broadcasts aired on the Nick Jr. block within the span of 2 days, with each of them growing in extremity. The whole fiasco led to the FCC receiving phone calls from angry parents, several lawsuits against Viacom International, and overall, a stain on Nickelodeon's reputation that took a while to clean up. Or something along those lines. You'll have to forgive me, I'm still reeling from all this, so my head's not in the right space at the moment. I don't want to waste too much time, so let's just cut to the chase and explain what happened in the intrusions themselves first, as I think it's best if you get the full context of everything. The first hijacking occurred on August 17th at approximately 10:36 a.m. After the credits of a Blue's Clues episode concluded, the screen faded out and stayed on a black screen for at least half a minute. 2 split-second frames revealed an almost indiscernible image that couldn't be properly seen unless you paused at the right time. When paused on one of the frames, the image depicted a framed photograph of a disheveled-looking man and his son. A visible crack in the glass was located over the man's face. At the end of the intrusion, before normal programming resumed, a low-pitched, warbly guitar started to play before it was cut off by a commercial. It was surprisingly the most subtle of the 3 intrusions, but trust me, it gets worse from here on out. A lot worse. The second intrusion took place the next day at 12:56 p.m. during a rerun of Little Bear. Halfway through the episode, the Nick Jr. screen bug became slightly altered to read Kin. Suddenly, the program began to slowly zoom out, revealing the show itself playing on a CRT television that you would see back in the day. The shot kept zooming out, showing Junior, the blue kid from the Nick Jr. indents, lying on a couch. Right before the feed switched over to a technical difficulty screen, a shadowed orange figure, who I assumed was Nick, walked into frame. The last hijacking is where shit really hits the fan, so prepare your barf bags for this one. The third and final hijacking took place the same day. After Little Bear's end credits wrapped up, the broadcast paused on the Nelvana production card for a few moments before coming back to the Nick Jr. logo. However, Nick and Jr. weren't playing catch like the original indent. The former's appearance was changed to possess a stained undershirt and a slight smile. In a similar vein to the screen bug from the previous intrusion, his shirt had the word Kin scribbled on it. Nick also appeared generally unhygienic and disordered. He looked like he had showered in weeks. Junior gazed at his father with apprehension. His heavy breathing made him noticeably uncomfortable. Without warning, Nick socked him in the face, knocking him out in the process. The screen cut to black, which segued into what I think was one of the most blood-curdling animations ever broadcasted on a major television network, set to Beautiful Boy, Darling Boy by John Lennon. Scared? Wait, let me turn down the fan. I am scared for what is about to happen, but let's watch it out of the way. Let's watch it. Oh dear. Oh god. Oh no! Oh god! Oh! Oh! Is he eating it?
Is he? Oh my god, he was screaming! He was literally screaming! Oh, I feel so bad for Junior, bro.
A foggy POV shot from Junior showed him opening his eyes. When his field of vision unblurred, it revealed Nick slurping a plate of intestines as if it was spaghetti. An electric skillet rested next to the plate on the table, with blood staining the edges. The shot eventually cut to Junior. His head was scalped, revealing his exposed brain. He directed his focus to the corner of the wall, where the rest of the intestines were strewn on the floor. A couple of close-ups were shown of Junior's filleted open torso displaying his beating heart. Upon realizing what Nick did to him, he panicked before emitting a loud, ear-splitting scream. He continued to wail in agony before he was shushed by his father with a hand over his mouth. Nick began to slice off pieces of Junior's body with a scalpel, starting with a chunk of his brain. He spoke in a text-to-speech voice.
"This is your innocence,"
he muttered. The piece of brain matter was chucked into the active skillet. He then amputated a corner of Junior's hand, which resembled a finger.
"This is your free will,"
he said, before tossing it into the skillet as well. Finally, Nick severed a slab of his heart. He remarked once more as he left it to cook.
"And this is your chance at ever finding love from anyone else."
After putting down the scalpel, Nick delivered a soliloquy. His soft, monotone voice chilled me to the bone as he spoke.
"You won't die, though. That's what I learned. This slow song and dance will go on until I've taken every part of you. Until you are a husk, my little shell. Something empty I can fill. And not take."
Eventually, a graphic, detailed shot of Nick devouring the severed pieces of Junior was shown. They were torn and crushed between his teeth as he savored the blood that gushed to and fro, which stained his rotting teeth and sloppily flowed down his chin. Junior, in a semi-catatonic state, began to tear up, gurgling on the blood that ceaselessly gushed from his mouth. Both were drenched in the latter's blood. Nick, now finished with his meal, stood up from his chair, approached Junior's would-be corpse, and insistently yammered at him.
"You tried over and over to flee my grasp, but in the end, your old man will always be by your side. It is inevitable. Who's stronger? The one who shatters over and over, glued them together just to be ravished again.
He tilted his head in the opposite direction.
Or the one controlling that shattering. The one gluing the severed pieces back together. The answer is me. You're dead."
Out of nowhere, Junior's hand reached for the scalpel and quickly slashed diagonally into his father's face, which caused him to stumble backwards. The camera angle changed, showing Junior, or rather, what was left of him. His open, desecrated body, exposing his flesh and bones, were graphically depicted. Junior's bones began to glow red. Pure, bright red, like molten lava. As his teeth, grinding against each other, did the same. He instantaneously shattered his restraints, sending their pieces scattering across the room. He shambled to his feet, practically zombified. His open, gaping wounds grew teeth, which glowed in the same hateful red. He was much taller now, to the degree that he loomed over Nick. Nick could only sputter out a few words.
"No. What's up?
Junior lunged onto Nick, seizing his throat and throttling him on the dirty, unclean floor. The burning hot teeth ripped and tore into Nick's body as Junior's hands, which grew claws, obliterated Nick's stomach cavity. Junior spoke in the heavily big-crushed voice of a grown man.
How stronger now!
His claws grabbed hold of Nick's tongue and yanked it out like a leaf from a branch, blood spraying like water from a sprinkler into his face. Finally, he tore Nick's jaw off. Blood poured from Nick's emaciated face hole like an overflowing bathtub. Junior threw the smaller, brutalized now corpse of Nick into the wall behind him. Nick's head flew off when he collided with it. Junior shambled upwards once again. His chest mouth opened up, and he reached inside of his gaping wounds. He pulled the finger, brain matter, and the heart piece from the cavity before trying to put it back in. It zoomed in as he placed the brain piece back into his head. It almost fit. Almost, but not quite. The piece of his heart was much the same. The finger was not fully connected, loose in comparison to the rest. Junior turned to face the camera. Dark red, almost black tears poured from where his eyes should be. The low-pitched guitar from the first intrusion played once more. When all was said and done, the Nickelodeon logo appeared, completely red, black text in its center.
Check the box in the attic when you find his body.
The sound of a shotgun racking was heard, ending the counterfeit broadcast. It immediately cut to a technical difficulty screen. This is not where the story ends, but God, I wish that were the case. I really do. After the hijackings, news reports spread like wildfire. Pretty much everyone and their families were up in arms about it, and rightfully so. But in the midst of all the chaos, one police report stated that federal investigators were able to confirm the identity of the individual behind the intrusions, that being one Jeremiah Ragland, a learning animator from California. According to the report, authorities investigated the house of his father, Nilsen Ragland, due to complaints of a foul smell emanating from his residence. They entered his home to find his attic opened, and his eviscerated, gutted corpse inside, skull shattered by shotgun shell. Alongside his carcass was the aforementioned Jeremiah Ragland, dead via self-inflicted gunshot wound. The shotgun laid in the arms of his corpse. The authorities eventually discovered a piece of paper that was left on the kitchen counter, reading, "Check the box in the attic." Following the note's instructions, they entered the attic, which contained a box as the note and final hijacking described. Upon opening it, a pile of unlabeled VHS tapes were found inside. The investigators took the tapes into custody for further analysis, and, well, I can't say too much about what they saw for obvious reasons. I can, however, give you a TLDR version. Basically, a large majority of the tapes contain footage of Jeremiah's father committing various acts of abuse towards him, including sexual assault. Needless to say, authorities were pretty much shocked and disturbed by what they saw. After the investigation, they described the discovery of the previously mentioned tapes as beyond horrific. That's pretty much my thoughts on everything, too. I mean, good lord, where do I even begin with this mess? I haven't watched the tapes myself, thank Christ, so I can't say for certain how bad it got, but from the reports and transcripts I've read, this poor man's father was downright monstrous. I can honestly say that bastard got what was coming to him, and then some. To this day, I still feel bad for Jeremiah. He could have lived a great, prosperous life, but his pride and innocence were taken away from him too soon. If only his father wasn't an abusive, troglodyte piece of shit. R.I.P. Jeremiah Ragland. I wish you could have had a better life than what your father gave you, and I wish you could have recovered after everything that has happened to you. I keep on doing these, I keep on wanting to do these recordings, but not realizing that I have a fucking stutter. God. Eventually, a graphic, detailed shot of Nick devouring the severed pieces of Junior was shown. They were torn and crushed between his teeth as he savored the blood that gushed to and fro, which stained his rotting teeth and sloppily flowed down his chin. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not reading this. I'm not reading this anymore. What is this commercial, bro? It's like I just said commercial out of pure disgust. What is this hijack, bro? I'm gonna cut that off. Ow. I'm gonna cut that off in the editing.